Growing up on Kalkadunga country in Mount Isa and being part of a long legacy of my ancestors, music was always part of my upbringing, you know. It was always around. Mum's natural amphitheatre was the bush, and Mum would sing to the birds in the trees. And so that sort of spirit I guess, flowed onto me, and I realised that music was my life and is my life. Having this sort of canvas to draw upon, from my cultural ties to Kalkadunga country, to listening to Akadaka, AC/DC, to Led Zeppelin, to Lullaby. That's where my inspiration comes from. And that's the foundation of how I open up a dialogue musically when I'm performing with other musicians or composers around the world, when you're creating new works, whether that be in the Sydney Opera House or Carnegie Hall or our own natural amphitheatre out in the Australian bushland. You know, it's all special. The importance of song, culture and our dances, the oral tradition of passing on language and stories, and the sound of the clapsticks, the boomerangs, to the yidaki, the didgeridoo, and the song of the lullaby, or the song of the ceremony that's being passed on from generation to generation, is about connection. It is about homage and respect to our elders, and it's about us reconnecting to the important things in life through song, through sharing of stories, you know. And that's the lullaby that I want to share with the rest of Australia and the world, and, you know, pay homage to all those before me who've created that space to sing the lullaby. I always acknowledge the song men and song women, you know, who paint the lore, L-O-R-E, of many thousands of years old on the canvases, you know. And that's the map of our song lines. And I found that the didgeridoo, you know, the yidaki, this instrument of our ancestors, it just drew me in, and I wanted to be a part of that mystery. And that mystery of that instrument is it being this powerful message stick, you know, to connect to people from all walks of life, you know, with the language of my people and the landscape and the inspiration where these sounds and the soundscape comes from, to actually, you know, be a part of the engine room of change in a concert hall, to connect with, you know, people in the audience who might have never come across an Aboriginal person before, you know, to take that to the orchestral world and start mingling with those frequencies and those sounds of a Western Symphony Orchestra. It is connection, it is feeling, it is taking that person from their 9-to-5 job on a journey to the eclipse, you know, to that sunset or to that sunrise, and where there's no colour, there's just pure honesty.